Hi everyone, jowls. I'm going to be showing you guys how to get rid of the jowling. I'm also going to be announcing the winner of my giveaway, and I'm going to be doing a live tutorial with the ZIIP app for the jowling treatment. So if you want to hear more about it, keep on watching. And we are live, and on my lives at the end of the video, I always make sure to put the timestamps below so you can jump anywhere in this video. And as we're live, things can happen, and that's why today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I'm going to be covering on the live today. That way you know what's coming up. So first I'm going to talk about the jowls. What are jowls, how to get rid of them, and talk about the muscle group that we're going to be working on. Because when we work on microcurrent, you want to make sure you're working on the correct muscle groups. So understanding a little bit about that can really help you get even better results before we go into the actual tutorial. Then we're going to do the ZIIP Jowls app tutorial, which I'm going to be going, and I'm actually going to this time show Melanie talk a little bit, and we're going to go over there doing the tutorial. Then I'm going to be announcing the giveaway winner, so make sure you stand until the end so you can see who won the giveaway, which I'm super excited to share with you guys. And then we're going to go into the chat, answer your questions. I'm going to be trying this from my lives moving forward because I want to have a little more structure, because I hear your feedback. Sometimes I do repeat myself. I want your help with that too, because that happens for two reasons. I'm just going to cover that really quickly. I appreciate your constructive criticism. I do repeat myself sometimes, and that happens for two reasons. I just repeated myself. One is that sometimes I get distracted with my son, my husband. Today is the gardener, and then I lose track. And the second one is that I do suffer from very horrible brain fogness. I actually went to the doctor for that recently, so I'm going to be working on that. But I do need your help. If you find that I'm repeating myself, if you can put the timestamps of where I repeated myself, I will come back and edit the video out, because I want this lives to be enjoyable for you guys. And I apologize if I repeat myself sometimes, but I am actually dealing with some brain fogness from being sick a long time ago, and I'm dealing with that right now too. Sometimes I go into the kitchen, I just stand there. Like I go in the kitchen like 5 times a day, and I don't know where I'm there for, or I go into the room, my bedroom. So I'm dealing with that. I actually went to the doctor for that. So I need your help with that. And we can also even make it a game. If I repeat too much myself, you can take a shot. That will make it really fun. But I appreciate your support and your help and understanding. I want to continue doing these lives, and I want to make them enjoyable for you. So I'm always going to start with what are we going to be covering and go into the lives. And you can always jump on the timestamps. But if you want to help me not repeat myself, mention where I'm repeating myself, and then I will try to go back and edit that, because I want these lives to be enjoyable for you guys, because I love hanging out with you guys, and I enjoy doing these lives and showing you all the tips and information that will help you get even better results. So now that it's out of the way, let's get into the video, and I'm going to start talking about the face muscles, because I get the question a lot about jowling. And jowling is when you have that skin that just hangs, and now I don't have it, as you guys can see, but if you've seen previous videos of mine, I do have jowling when I don't do microcurrent, or when I don't do my tools. And you can see my before and afters from other videos that when I stop all my tools, things go south, guys. And that is completely normal and completely okay. I'm 46. Thank you for your birthday wishes too. And I just turned 46. And when you get older, you lose fat pads, muscle mass, and fat pads, and also collagen, and also bone loss. So all what that happens is helps your face to sort of start sagging. And the first thing that kind of starts showing in is the jowling, which is, I'm not having it right now, but make sure you watch my Usera video, because it shows the jowling was a lot more pronounced. Now I'm using the Nira, which is another device that helps with tightening as well as collagen production. But microcurrent is really important too, because combining, again, having the muscle lift, which is really important, but if you are a lot older and have the jowling, the muscle lift will help for sure. But you may need to add something else like radio frequency or laser to help stimulate collagen, because again, jowling is not just the muscle falling, but also the normal gravity and aging from losing the collagen, losing the fat pads, and losing the bone structure. And even sometimes dental work can cause jowling too, and everything kind of start going south, and you start having that the skin hanging here, which I don't have it now because microcurrent has been working. And also, well, I'm not using the microcurrent right now, but I definitely felt when I was showing the zip tutorials for you guys during the zip with me, which I have done this series and I'm continue doing it, it definitely helped. So this tutorial from today I used and definitely helps to lift the jowling. But depending on your age, you may need to add some more tools. Right now, I'm not using the zip consistently since I'm testing the Nira. That can help as well. But the muscles, it's really important. So I'm showing you the face muscles right now. So you can see that you have these muscles here and the cheek muscles. One thing that when you're working with the jowl moves, which I'm going to be showing the tutorial, the move is to actually, well, after you put the jowl, you lift this from the cheeks here, all from the jowling, start from here and all the way to the nose, and then you hold there, which I'm going to be showing the demonstration. But why this move helps with the jowling, which I have mentioned in other videos with even other microcurrent devices, is that when you lift the cheek muscle, this lifts up. And another thing that happens too when you lift the cheek muscles is you helps to really fill this area up too, which can also helps, which I have addressed in previous videos. The hollowing of the under eye also has to do with, you know, normal aging. But on the move that I'm showing today is for the jowls. So lifting the cheeks lifts the jowling. So the movement will be a very simple movement that Melanie is going to be showing on the app tutorial, lifting the cheeks. So is this movement. But if you have other microcurrent devices, I have tons of tutorials on my channel talking about lifting the cheeks, really helps with the jowling. So that is for you guys to understand a little bit about the muscle structure. So now let's go into the zip tutorial with Melanie Simon. And one last thing I want to talk about as far as microcurrent, today we're just going to treat the jowls. But I had one of you guys reach out to me talking about microcurrent and thyroid. Today we're not using the actual neck, but when you're doing microcurrent, guys, just be aware, avoid the thyroid, which is the Adam's apple. And we're not using that muscle today, but I want to mention that because I'm going to be showing Melanie talk today on the ZIIP app video. Usually I have that muted. I want to show her talking because if you have the ZIIP Halo or any of the ZIIP devices, make sure you watch the intro video as well as the tutorial video, which I show on the ZIIP with me series. I like that she always talk about the treatment and things you should watch out for the treatment. And she does mention whenever you have a treatment on the ZIIP that you are involved in the neck, she always mentioned to not use the thyroid. But if you don't watch the intro video or don't watch the actual audio, if you just look at the movements, you may not hear that. So I want to just kind of bring to you guys attention because one of you guys brought to my attention that some of her friends use the ZIIP and they're using on the thyroid area. We're not covering the area today, but I wanted to include, and I'll probably do another video about it as well, but I wanted to include that since it's a concern of you guys and I want to make sure you guys are safe. But today we're not touching the neck, but it is a little bit of a tip for you guys to also watch the ZIIP app videos and understand the muscles and the area that you're treating so you are safe and getting the best results. So now let's go into the ZIIP with me, where we're going to be doing the jowls treatment. So today that's all the treatment we're doing. That way we're very focused on it. And I'm going to put my hair up. And thank you guys for being here on the chat. I'm going to be hanging out with you guys pretty soon at the end. And yeah, definitely when you're using the ZIIP, put your hair up so you don't get the gel. And I'm going to be using the ZIIP gel. The gel I'm using today is the silver gel, which is one of my favorites. And when you do the ZIIP area for the jowls, you need to put the gel all over this area here and also under the jowls, under the neck here as well, just so the device can slide well. And we're going to see her doing as well on the video. And you put the gel, and I love this ZIIP gel because it doesn't dry out and it's been wonderful to use it especially if you have dry skin. The gel itself, it's like a mask. So I'm putting it all over the cheeks and the under the jaw. Another thing that I've been noticing, guys, whenever I do this video, I always put the ZIIP gel on my arms, and it's really helping my KP. I'm not joking. Like, the arm that I often do is so smooth right now compared to this one. So that is something that I like doing it. Putting the ZIIP gel on my arms. I wish gonna try alternating arms sometimes. And another thing, make sure you clean your fingers. Because one of the things I've noticed with the ZIIP Halo compared to the previous ZIIPs is that if you have any gel on your hands, it becomes super slippery. So make sure I always have a moist towel near me and a dry towel so it's not slippery at all. So today I'm gonna try doing with Melanie talking so we can hear her, and her tips are really wonderful. Another thing, the ZIIP video is not synced to the ZIIP, so I may end up before her or after her. It's not synced. It's just so you can understand the movements and you can kind of do it on your own as well. And that's why I'm doing this series, to cover all those treatments and help you guys out, because it's so many treatments. It's total 17 treatments total. So going over this, you can see which one works for your needs and use it. And that is wonderful that she has so many. So now let's get into the treatment. I'm still a little sticky, so go here. And the gardener is here today, so if you keep hearing the gardening noise, I apologize for that, but let's start. So first of all, you hit start treatment, and make sure if you have the ZIIP Halo, you press the button in the bottom. If you have the regular ZIIP, you just press the top, the previous ZIIP. So I go start treatment. And now it says
all right, for this treatment, we want to make sure we've got our conductive gel layer all the way throughout here, and don't forget under the jawline as well. So for this very first pull,
start here.
you're going to hold right here in the attachment until you feel the vibration.
So I already felt the vibrations, so I go up again, and now
we're going to do that again.
So my vibration did it again. So now
right here,
and then third.
I feel the vibration.
So it is not in sync with her. That's the vibration.
You don't want to push up. You just
And
hold
so I'm gonna go to the next spot now, because you do 3 times.
Just a bit.
Now you bit a little bit.
Holding, like turning my halo a little bit upside down. And now I'm moving out just a bit more.
Just a little more here, and she makes it a little like
holding right here.
Almost like vertical.
Out just a bit more.
See how she's holding?
And I'm holding until the vibration.
And the vibration is done now.
All right, now we're back to a restorative.
And now it's stronger.
This is double the intensity.
So you hold it there, and then my vibrator ready. And then go.
Once again,
my vibrator.
3 times. So this
then
is
you
the
do
second.
3 times. Now it's my third time. And now I'm moving a little bit to the side now. Mine is already the third one. So it's important to see that sometimes you may be forward to her or behind. So you feel the vibration.
Next side.
And you can always also, guys, pause the video. So now mine finished that up. So now I go to the next side. You can always pause the video too.
All right.
It vibrated. So 1, 2. She focused more on this first one, like she does 3 and vibrated.
Okay.
And then when it vibrates, you go. And when it beeps, you move to the other side. I kind of... So 3 in the front, and then you move slightly to the side. Vibration.
And then
again.
Out just a bit more.
And you do feel the current a little bit on the cheeks there. You feel the current on this treatment. Yeah, see a little more diagonal. She's really contouring the cheek and the actual muscle.
I'm going to move back to my starting point, but it's
so now we go to the beginning 3 times, and it's a lot more intense. So I already have a vibration. 1. Now it's 2.
3 times. So that
And
was
now
the
one
first
more.
position. There's the second.
Now is my third. So now I move slightly to the side. So you're going all over that cheek muscle that I showed earlier, kind of going around that. And hers ended, but mine's still going because the zip really, and now I go to the end here. So what happens to the zip, I mean, I'm a little behind her because I turn to the other side before it beeps. So pay attention to that when you're doing it. So mine's still going. So I lagged a little behind because I turned to the side before it zipped. So I think I'm at maybe two beeps, not beeps, 2 vibrations away from finishing, because now I feel like really strong. On the second time around, but if it happens to you, that's why it's good to do it together. Just keep in mind, you do it on this side, just kind of reviewing. There we go, it ends. So just kind of do a quick review since it shows that I'm not in sync with her. So it's okay if you're not in sync with her, but it's the whole importance of the video, and that's what I showed you today, for you guys to hear her and see that it's okay if you're not in sync with her. Just pay attention to a couple of things. One, with this move, you have to make sure your probes are like this. So you're kind of holding in this position here, which is the nose and the cheek muscle that I showed before. My zip is off right now. I just want to show you so you can kind of, understand a little more if it wasn't clear. So you hold it. Once it vibrates, you go again. So you're going from here to this, like, almost like a little under, if you like, because the jowling goes like that. And then you hold it. Vibrates, you do it again. So you do it on this spot 3 times, and then she moves slightly to the next spot. When it vibrates, you do it again. And then when it vibrates, she moves to the final spot, which is just kind of contouring, but she keeps it almost like a diagonal line when she did it. That's why I wanted to show just a little more as a refresher. And then keep doing that until it beeps, because it's not going to be, synced to her. So in case it can be confusing, then you are not it beeps, sorry. So when you're done with this one, so you go 3, 2, 2, and then it goes back to the first one, and it's going to be twice the intensity. So you may feel a little bit the current more strong. Like I actually feel the current on this one because, again, the jowling, this muscle is a bigger muscle group, so it is a stronger current. So she has definitely stronger current. So then on the second pass, it's going to be twice as strong. You do it 3 times, and then you move it to the side, and then when it beeps, you go to the other side of your face, and then the same thing, go up 3 times. After it vibrates, go up again, vibrates. When it's the third time, you move it to the side a little bit. It's almost like she does 2 on the sides as you're watching the video, and then you go move a little more, and then hold it on almost like that angle, like carving your cheeks in a way. And then when it beeps, the treatment is done. So hopefully that was easy to understand, and then you are done with your treatment. And I want to make sure you wipe. This is not, by the way, waterproof, so don't immerse in water. I just kind of like to wipe it a little bit with the moist towel, and then I dry it, and then I put my zip away, because today I'm only showing the jowl treatment. That way you guys can have a little more information on this particular muscle. And again, if you have another microcurrent device, it's similar idea. If you lift your cheeks, you'll be lifting your jowls. So I'm gonna take the excess off, and then we're gonna go to choose the winner of the giveaway, which I am super duper excited, guys. I actually chose the winner using a random app, and I'm going to have the video of the app I recorded live as I'm choosing the winner, so you guys can experience with me the excitement, because I'm so excited that I am able to give you guys something, a giveaway. I want to do more giveaways on my channel as well. I really enjoy doing this, and I'm so glad. The giveaway that I'm giving today is from the Adoro mask that they let me help to the design of this mask, which is super exciting. I did choose things that kind of emulate my channel a little bit. I have a lot of lights, so it's kind of hard to see, but there's the Adoro logo, there's gold leaves, and yeah, so that is the mask. And I'm so excited. It's the same Adora mask, it's just a design that is customized, so it's not for sale, it's just for this giveaway. And I'm super excited they let me do something extra special for you guys, and I so appreciate all of you. So thank you so much for everybody that entered the giveaway. And you can still watch this video even if the giveaway is done. This video has a lot of great tips for the summer and for your skin, which are tips that you must know. So let me take all this out because I feel very sticky. So let's go to the giveaway. Now we're gonna do the drawing, and then after that we're gonna go into the chats to hang out with you guys and ask all your questions. So now let's get to it. So let's go to the giveaway. Are you guys ready? Let's do it. And Nancy Murray won the giveaway. Nancy, congratulations. Make sure you email me. I contact your information, your address, your full address, and Adora will send you directly to you this beautiful LED mask that I love with 11 settings. So I'm excited that Nancy won, and I hope to do more giveaways for you guys. So thank you so much for everybody that entered, for all the amazing birthday wishes, and I hope you enjoyed the video today. And I also want to go into the chat now. Let's hang out in the chat a little bit. If you're watching, so I'm going to go into the chat, but if you're not watching the chat, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested by the way, if you're interested, almost forgot. If you're interested on the ZIIP, I actually have a coupon code that you can save some money and also help support my channel. And now the ZIIP is available on the UK, guys, through CurrentBody website. And you can still use my coupon code and save 10% off, which is awesome. So if you are in the UK, which I know a lot of you guys reach out to me, and I said my code wouldn't work, they just told me the code works for the UK as well. So if you're in the UK, you can get the ZIIP through the CurrentBody site, or even if you're in the US, you can get the ZIIP through the CurrentBody site as well with my coupon code, and we will also get the discount from the ZIIP site or the CurrentBody sites, which is really cool. And I'll continue letting you guys know if it becomes available in other countries. I think right now it's on the UK. So that is super exciting. Want to make sure I let you guys know. And all that information is on the description box. So I'm going to go into the chat. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much. I hope you're healthy and safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So now let's hang out in the chat. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Valerie says, good evening, really busy now. Can I watch this later? Yes, Valerie, thanks for being here, for jumping into the live. Again, I'm trying to do lives consistently every Wednesday, but I've been doing extra lives throughout the week, and you can always watch the replay and check the timestamp so you can jump anywhere in the video. And I'm going to do so much better, guys, about repeating myself. And again, make sure you comment below if I am repeating myself. That really helps me. I'm definitely trying to go back and edit that. So hi, Gabby. Good to see you. Gabby's birthday was on Sunday, so happy birthday, Gabby, to you. And thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Susu Hussein. Hello, this is Susu. Hi, Susu. Good to see you too. Thank you so much. Hearts for you too, Gabby. You're so sweet. Thank you very much. Yes, brain fog is the worst. Now that we're in the chat, I can talk about that. If you guys watch my channel for a while, I had COVID a few years ago, and I know now it's not a big deal. I'm not even sure if I can talk about this on YouTube. YouTube is being so bad about anything related to that. I'm going to call it the vid. So I had the vid a few years ago, and I got really sick. I'm actually still not okay. I have lung damage from it, and I have other things I don't want to talk about, but I'm doing better. I take my Do Not Age supplements, which have helped so much, guys. If you have long COVID, which I was diagnosed with long COVID, it does help. And I've noticed when I stopped taking them, which I just ran out of NMN recently, and I just ordered some more, which I'm going to do a video about it. Talking about, my experience using on and off for many years. And my husband knows somebody from YouTube that has long COVID, and they're doing really badly with the brain fog. It's real, guys. It's so real that I'm actually concerned that I might end up with Alzheimer's or something, because it's so bad. Like the other day I was doing the live, I forgot words. I forget words sometimes mid-sentence. Sometimes I walk into my bedroom or walk into the kitchen. I know that can happen sometimes, but it happens like 5 times a day. I got worried. I actually went to the doctor. She asked for a brain scan. And we're gonna go from there. But brain fog is real, and I find that I feel better when I'm taking NMN, which something sad happened recently, guys. The FDA and a pharmaceutical company is trying to make NMN a pharmaceutical, and I'm freaking out because whenever I stop taking NMN, that's what happens. And a lot of the lives that I did while I was repeating myself so many times is because I ran out of NMN, and now I just bought some. I work really hard today not to do it, but it is something that I often forget. Like I'm on a conversation, my husband tells me that too. You already told me that. I was like, did I? It's bad. It's bad. I'm hoping that you know, NMN can help, other things can help, but right now that's what I'm dealing with it, and it's crazy. It's kind of scary sometimes too, but hopefully my brain will recover. And the gardener's here, so yay! If you hear the sound of the gardener, I apologize for that. But yeah, brain fog is the worst, and also I also when I'm not taking NMN and when I'm not taking specifically the do not age supplements. I'm not just saying that. It's true, guys. I put the timeline of my do not age supplements because you can see even the way I look from when I start taking it to the way I look now. Like I looked sick for like 2 years, and I felt sick. My body ached. The headaches were insane, and that's why the doctor wants me to do a brain scan too because of the brain fog. And I told her the headaches were so bad when I had COVID, the long COVID, that I had to walk around with ice. So my doctor actually asked for a brain scan, which I'm scared of taking it, but she asked for that, especially with the brain fog. But I'll keep you guys posted on that. But right now, that's what I'm dealing with, and I apologize, but I will do my best. And I think let me know if you like doing the beginning, the intro, talking about what I'm going to talk about in the video, if that helped, because a lot of times I have that on my desk here, but I forget to look down. So I think putting on the screen and kind of telling you what's coming can help me sort of kind of get into the brain mind. But sometimes things get distracted too, like the gardener. Sometimes my son is home. Sometimes my husband is working from home and he's talking on the next office and I can hear him, and that also distracts me. But the brain fog is something I'm still dealing with, and I get better and worse, and we'll see what happens. But I appreciate your understanding, and I want to continue doing the lives, and I want to continue getting better with my health, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. Thank you. Denise Prell. Happy Wednesday, Darcy. Thank you so much. Will the oral lift help with the jowls? Yes. Today I'm focusing on the ZIIP app for the jowls, but the oral lift, which is here. Oh, I actually have it here still. I have it right here. The oral lift does help with the jowls, and the oral lift also has helped me. I have an oral lift video coming up, guys, which is being way overdue. Is the oral lift video about the fitting. I have already shot it. I'm editing, and it's going to be even more tips on the oral lift. I'm not currently using the oral lift because if you are familiar with the oral lift, it's in a device that goes inside your mouth to help with anti-aging, and by itself it will give you a facelift, which I have talked about many times on my channel. But combining with microcurrent, guys, is another level. So that also goes for somebody that is older and you find that just microcurrent is not doing for you, which I have a lot of people reach out to me is like, I do microcurrent for my jowls, but it's not helping. It is because you may need something else depending on your age or your aging of your skin. Sometimes some people may have more collagen loss. Sometimes people may have more bone loss. And that, then microcurrent will do some lifting, but because there's not enough bones or not enough collagen or not enough fat pads, then it's going to be harder to see more of a, dramatic results. But if you add the oral lift, then it really makes a difference if you're older, because the oral lift actually helps shift the bone structure to a more youthful position by creating a space, and also helps with the grinding, which can also cause jowls because you're kind of making a lot of tension on this area, and it creates a lot of tension with the joweling. And I'm going to do another video about joweling too with many other tools, but on this video I wanted to focus on the ZIIP with me, since that is the series. So I showed the ZIIP tutorial, but with other microcurrent devices it's the same idea. You lift the cheek muscles up. And when you use, other devices for, like, let's say, a radio frequency, it will help you build collagen. So the microcurrent will lift the muscle, and the collagen creation will help fill this area up, so you'll get better results. Or if you're using, a microcurrent device or the ZIIP and the oral lift, you also see better results because the oral lift does something that microcurrent doesn't do, the same way that radio frequency does something that microcurrent doesn't do. Even though the ZIIP does also help with collagen production, depending on your age, you may need radio frequency, which is for a more advanced aging for the loss of collagen, which you can see on my Ulcera video. I'm finding that, I used Ulcera for 3 months, and you can see my Ulcera video that my face is, I have a lot more these going on than I have now. Now I'm not using the Ulcera, but I'm using a laser, which is the Neura laser, which also helps with collagen production in a different way, which I will have my Neura 1 month results coming up too, so keep an eye on my channel. But yes, the oral lift does help with jowls, and if you have the oral lift, highly suggest combining with microcurrent to get even better results, because then the oral lift will help shift the bone, and then the ZIIP or your microcurrent device will help, intensify that lift with the microcurrent. But also the oral lift does help lift the muscle as well, but it's a more of an overall lift, and that is the main difference. The oral lift will give you a facelift overall, help with the jowls, help with the neck, posture, teeth grinding, all kinds of things. I'll put the oral lift playlist on the description box below because I've used the oral lift a year ago, I think, and then I used it again recently this year, and I had 2 different experiences from using before and using now, combining with other tools. So make sure you watch that if you're interested on the oral lift. But yes, the oral lift will help with the jowls for sure, and because it's going to be shifting this cheeks up. But if you are older or if you're not seeing results of microcurrent, add the oral lift or vice versa. So definitely, that's a great question. On the video today is focusing on the ZIIP, but I'll make another video talking about many other things you can do for the jowls. The theme of the video today was ZIIP with me, how to get rid of jowls with the oral lift. Hi, good to see you, Brian Speck. Thanks for being here. How late, NG, have you been doing this? How late? What is NG? Have you been doing this? How late? Oh, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know what NG means. How long? Okay, let me go to the next question. So sorry, because I'm going through each question on the chat. Oh, how long have you been doing this? Well, right now, I'm not using the ZIIP because I'm testing the Neura laser. On my channel, I test one device at a time. But before the Neura laser, I was testing a device that is similar to radio frequency, but actually uses ultrasound and, oh my God, again, the brain fog, guys. Bear with me. I was using the Ulcera device that uses high frequency with ultrasound, but it's very similar idea than radio frequency, and I'll put the Ulcera video there because you can definitely see my jowls on that video. But every time I do a review, guys, I always use that specific device by itself. So right now I'm not using the ZIIP. I'm only using the ZIIP for the reviews or for my ZIIP with me series. But when I was using the ZIIP before I started the Neura, I did use this and I did feel like it did lift. And I used the ZIIP before too for a whole year in the past. Kim, I used the ZIIP by itself, I don't know, years ago, because I have the ZIIP since 2016. If you're not familiar with my ZIIP journey, I have the ZIIP since 2016. So I have all, the ZIIP, the first ZIIP that ever came out. And when I was using, and the jowls treatment, by the way, it's something that happened a couple years ago, and I did try it out. So it definitely helps. So I have been using the ZIIP on and off for years, so it does work because the ZIIP mixes not just microcurrent, but also mixes nanocurrent and also uses a multitude of waveforms, which I talk about on the ZIIP dedicated video. The waveforms is how the current enter your skin, so you can have more results for lifting, wrinkles, dark spots. So it is a different type of microcurrent device that addresses other things. And so that's what I've been doing. Like microcurrent, if your question is microcurrent, I have been doing microcurrent on and off since my late 20s, but I didn't do it as consistent on my late 20s than I did like now that I'm 46. I'm not currently doing, but I always, depending on the device that I'm testing, I'll show you guys the results. But I had moments in my life that I wasn't using any devices, and you have seen the videos on my channel. I always do before and afters because you can see how my face was and how that device made the difference. And, as I mentioned before, I had some health issues in the past. a couple of years that I stopped everything. And that was good for my channel because everything went south, you know. Like now my skin looks great. I'm very happy with the way my skin is looking because I'm testing devices for you guys. But I'm not using everything at the same time for the sake of my videos so I can show you guys the results. So as far as my concurrent, I have been using on and off since my late 20s. As far as how my jowls got better, I think one of the main things was radio frequency. I mean, Docera, that I was using just Docera. But if you don't have Docera, the Nua would do it too, or the Nebulift. Any of the radio frequency devices will really help with the jowls as you're older, like I'm 46, because my situation now is not just muscle, it's also loss of collagen, loss of fat pads and bones. So it's something to keep in mind. So I hope I answered your question, Kim. I kind of like incorporated into different, parts. But if I didn't, please make sure you comment below and I'll clarify some parts because it was a little vague how long we've been doing microcurrent or the jowling situation. But my jowls does get worse when I don't do tools, and don't think like people say, oh my God, your skin looks great, you know, you don't need it. Well, I do need it. If I stop, you will definitely see a big difference. And also when I was using the Oil Lift, I was using by itself the first time. I used it for 4 months, and you can watch that video too, that it definitely helped with the jowls by itself. So that's, I hope I answered your question, Kim. Thanks for being here. Hi, Gabby. Yes, congratulations, Nancy. I'm so excited for her. That's really cool. Hi, Sarah. I love your lives. How can I reduce nasolabial folds? I really appreciate your advice. Yes, Sarah, I think I saw your comment a while ago. I'm still behind my comments, guys, but I will catch up. So with the nasolabial folds, it's very similar idea than the actual jowls. So for you, Sarah, definitely you can do the same movement that I showed you today. If you have the ZIIP or if you have other microcurrent devices, let me see. Yeah, even if you have the Bear or the ZIIP or any devices that have the 2 probes, you can do the same movement like that. So there's 2 movements for the nasolabial folds. If you're talking about microcurrent, you do the same one that she did, which is contouring the cheek muscles, like I showed you in this video. You can kind of go back and watch the tutorial. You can do that with your other devices as well. The same idea on holding and contouring. Of course, the ZIIP has different waveforms, different feelings, but the same movement you can use with the other devices. Another movement you can do is to do this one, which is, let me put some gel so I can show you. And just so I can slide. Again, when you do microcurrent, make sure you have a conductive gel. So not just so your device can slide, but you also have conductivity. Yeah, I'm going to use now just the ZIIP comes with the lift pre-programmed, which is for lifting and also has nanocurrent. So I'm going to just show you with the ZIIP right now, since the video is ZIIP with me. So for the nasolabial folds, you can do these 2 movements. You can do the same one that I did, which you hold, and you keep holding like that. Another movement you can do is when you are putting here on the corner of your mouth and just sliding like that. And then slide like that. Another movement that I really like to do is go like this. That incorporates both the jowls as well as the nasolabial folds. I go like this. And then I go like this. So it's like up. So it's almost like a snarl like that. See? You're going from here. And this is actually a movement inspired on the myolift and also on the muscle structure. So you go up. See this snarling here? Because you are pulling this up here and then carving your cheeks. So go up. So I kind of do a mix of those movements for the nasolabial folds, because you are pulling this up, and again, lifting the cheeks will also fill up your nasolabial folds, because when you lift this kind of gets lifted. And another thing you can do for your nasolabial folds, I mean, those are the movements that you can do with any devices that have the 2 probes, or you can use the lift treatment that comes preset with the ZIIP and do those movements. Let me clean myself, because now I'm all thingy. 1 second. Another thing you can do, Sarah, and I'm glad I caught you on the live because I was preparing to answer your question, but it was going to be a long comment. So I'm glad you're here so I can visually show you. I was going to give you some links of videos, but then, you know. So basically, let me go back to the muscle here. So the nasolabial folds, I was doing this, pulling this muscle here, you see, like that, up, and then contouring that. And also lifting the cheeks. Those are the muscles you can do. Those are the movements you can do and the muscles you can incorporate when you're doing microcurrent. Another thing you can do is incorporate a, depending on your age, as I mentioned, if you're younger, because I actually did have nasolabial folds as I was younger. I have to find this photo of my passport when I was 27. My nasolabial folds were like a lot more pronounced. They were like this, and I was super skinny and like a lot skinnier than I am right now. And I wasn't at that time, again, late 20s. I think that's when I started doing microcurrent because I saw this passport photo and I was like, why is my face like this? And you can start having nasolabial folds in your 20s. At that stage, if you're in your 20s, Sarah, because I don't know your age, just microcurrent will do the trick. And that's what I did. I did just microcurrent and on and off, and it works. So microcurrent can be preventive as well as corrective. So those are the movements of microcurrent. If you are somebody older and you find that you are, because we start losing collagen at the age of 25, and as we get older, we completely stop producing it. That's why it's important to, you know, either take a collagen supplement or do things to, you know, improve your collagen. And the only thing I find that improves the collagen is radiofrequency or laser, the neural laser, or something like the Ocera or like the NUA or the Nebulift, because they heat up the deep of the layer and help produce collagen, and that really helps to fill this up. Because nasolabial folds, and I'll probably do a video about it too, because that's what was hard to answer like with one comment, because nasolabial folds is, again, depending on your age, can be caused by different things. Can be the muscles that are sagging, like if you're in your 20s and you have them, just microcurrent. If you're older and you notice that your face is, less plump, that is probably collagen lost. So then you should add a microcurrent device to help lift the cheeks, but it will benefit even more if you add, the oral lift also helps because you're moving the bone, or radio frequency, which will actually plump up the collagen and it will plump up this area so it will not have that groove in here. Because that's another thing. If you don't have enough collagen, and even if you lift the muscle, depending on your age, you might still have that groove because there's no plumpiness in there. So then if you find that using microcurrents not helping, the movements that I showed you are not helping, definitely include the radio frequency a couple times a week, depending on your device. And after 3 months, you'll see that the collagen will fill up and you will not have that fold here anymore. But it is a two-step thing. Lift the muscle and fill the collagen. So hopefully I answer your question, Sarah. Thank you, Susu, for your kiss. I appreciate it. Recently started the agency products. I'm now past the peeling stage. Is it okay to use my ZIIP now? I'm not familiar with the agency products, Denise, so I don't know. I can't really tell you, I don't know which kind of results they give. But if you are doing a deep peeling, your skin may be more sensitive to use microcurrent. So I would say maybe start with the founder's favorite, which is nanocurrent. Nanocurrent is a more gentle microcurrent that will not be lifting your muscles, but it actually can help with the healing of the skin, can help with the skin quality. So try doing the founder's favorite and see how you feel. And I have done the ZIIP With Me Founder's Favorite in one of the ZIIP With Me series. So I'll put the ZIIP With Me playlist on the description box below so you can take a look. Because the Founder Favors is not a lifting per se, but the actual waveform as well as the current of the Founder Favors to really help if you do the peeling, if you're trying to produce collagen, to actually improve your results. And it is very gentle, so it shouldn't irritate. So if you feel okay with the Founder Favor, then you can try adding the lift treatment that comes with the ZIIP and see how you feel. You may feel more sensitive, but I definitely suggest if you're peeling to not do it, to not do anything, just let your skin heal. But if you're not peeling anymore, start with the Founder's Favorite, which is a more gentle microcurrent, and then try to do the lift, which is the one that comes with the zip, and see how you feel and see how your skin reacts. And start slow and see how it reacts. I think you should be okay if you're not peeling. But if your skin's still red, just be aware that you may feel more sensation. So it's always good to kind of give some break before you use the tools. And that's what happens to me recently. I actually not got a peel, but I went to the beach and I got super sunburned on my neck and décolletage, and I had to stop using my Nira, which I'll talk about in my Nira video, because again, when the skin is red, irritated, or peeling, you do not want to do anything on it. You want to leave it alone. So just, again, use your own judgment and knowing your skin. But the founder's favorite should be the more gentle treatment that you can start, and then see where you go from there. So hopefully that answers your question. How long does the effect last? For the ZIIP, guys, I've mentioned before, the microcurrent in general will give you an instant result. And that result is just, a visual instant result. But it does give you cumulative long-term results as well as you start using it. But consistency is the key. It's just like working out. If you go to the gym and you get super fit and then you stop exercising, everything goes south. The same thing with microcurrent. But the thing with microcurrent and the ZIIP is that you do have the instant result, the instant glow, which the ZIIP Halo has a timeline that they actually give people. That the lift should last about 72 hours. The glow, if you do it consistently, within 6 weeks, you're going to get the ZIIP Halo effect, which I did tell you guys I experienced. Like, the skin was just so glowy, so healthy. Because the ZIIP is a different microcurrent. It also works on the skin, not just the muscle. So that you should expect, if you're using the ZIIP Halo, first you're going to get an instant lift that will be cumulative, and instant and cumulative, meaning you will get the instant gratification result, but as you continue using, the muscle will be trained to stay in that position. So you need to use less and less as you continue using. The same thing with workout. You may work out a lot, get into super fit, and then you can just keep your results. So that is the effects of the ZIIP. First, you're going to see the first initial lift should last about 48 to 72 hours, depending on the treatment that you did. And then if you use consistently, within 6 days, you get the ZIIP Halo glow effect, meaning your skin will look brighter and just glowy. And that is as you continue using, probably, I think, a few months of use, you definitely feel like the lift will stay on, because your muscles will be trained on that position. And that's why I like showing the muscles of the face when I talk about any microcurrent device, because it is not just moving the microcurrent, is knowing which muscles you're working on, and you're retraining the muscles. Like the same idea than your body. You're training the muscles to lift, and once they're trained, you can just keep your results. So the effects can be long lasting if you use consistently, and then you can just use a couple times a week to keep it up. But in the beginning, you can use, I think, up to 6 to 5 times a week. And then after that, you can even use like once or twice a week to keep your results. So the effects are immediate and also cumulative for microcurrent, and especially the ZIIP. I definitely saw. Oh, Sarah, you're 44. So definitely first, I always tell people, I'm kind of going back to the question that Sarah was talking about, nasolabial folds. So at 44, I'm 46. So I can tell you, and you can see from my videos, when I stop my radio frequency or microcurrent, this start going down like that. And I start getting more of a shadow here. I think mine doesn't get super bad because, again, I always review tools for you guys. But when I stop everything, I've noticed a lot of difference on my face. So if you're 44, you definitely have some collagen loss, a lot of collagen lost. And as we get closer to 50 and also get closer to menopause, we can lose like right away 30% of collagen. So that's why if you're older, you would definitely have a lot more of a sagginess. So if you're 44, you may take advantage of combining microcurrent with radio frequency. So take a look at the radio frequency devices that I review. All of them work, guys, and I have before and afters there. You just have to choose one that works for your budget and your schedule, because there's a variety of radio frequency devices from everyday use for a while, and then you go back to like twice a week when you do cumulative, when you get your results, or you can use a couple times a week, depending on the device. But they all work, and they're very safe. There's no collagen, fat loss on any of the devices I review on my channel. But first, Sarah, I would suggest start with microcurrent, because that might do the job for you. But if that doesn't, I would say try microcurrent for like a couple of months. And if that doesn't work and you still feel the nasolabial folds are pronounced, then add radio frequency. But definitely start with microcurrent, either the ZIIP or any of our microcurrent devices. Do the moves that I show you today. And then after a couple of months, evaluate your skin, see if you need it, and then you may benefit for adding either the oil lift or a radio frequency. But first start with microcurrent, especially if you already have it. Do that and see which kind of results you can get, because that may be enough for you as well. And then, you can add radio frequency later if you find that's necessary. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sarah. I'm happy to help. Oh, Agents is a tretinoid. I don't use tretinoids, so I'm not familiar with them. And I'm not sure. I think what could happen, is, let me try to think. Because I know that with other things like LED lights, you have to be careful when you mix with tretinoids. Like you have to, make sure because they kind of stay, tretinoids, they can kind of stay on the skin sometimes. But if you have already peeled and your skin looks fine, maybe just a little red, I still suggest you can do the Founder's Favorite first, which is such a gentle microcurrent that you actually just kind of, with the Founder Favorite, watch the ZIIP With Me series. You're just moving into the skin. You're not even lifting anything. You're just kind of moving the ZIIP into the skin, and all the skin between the probes will be getting the treatment and will actually help to promote even more collagen production and healing and all the benefits of your skin. So try Founder's Favorite. I think it should be okay. And then see how you feel. If you're doing the Founder's Favorite, you feel any discomfort, then don't do it. Then wait until your skin is completely healed, because you have to observe your skin and see how you feel. The Founder's Favorite is the most gentle one. That is not really for lifting, is more for skin benefits, to help the skin be plump, be glowy. And if you're combining with the tretinoid that you already did, it probably will even help with the collagen production from the tretinoid as well. And then if you find that you're okay with the Founder's Favorite, then maybe try the lift. But if you at any point feel any discomfort, stop and then wait for your skin to completely heal. But the Founder's Favorite, I think it should be okay, since it's not like a strong current and is actually help for healing as well. So you can try that, Denise, and let me know. Keep me posted, okay? How it worked out for you, because I'm also curious. I cannot do any retinols, tretinoids, anything. My skin is extremely sensitive. I tried my whole life and I cannot do it. So I just do tools for my skin, but I have not been able to do it. So keep me posted, okay? I appreciate it. So, you're welcome. Cielo, thanks for addressing my question. Cheers. Cheers to you too. Sarah said, I have the MBK Curve. Is it a good device? I don't have the MBK Curve. The MBK Curve is a radio frequency device. Yes, I think it should work. It should work. If you have the again, I don't have it, so I can't tell you how to use it. I have a good friend of mine from YouTube, Aloha Jan Beauty blog, and I'll put her MBK curve video on the description box below. Then you can check her video, because she has reviewed the curve. She has tutorials on it. I know the curve has so many different settings, like for radio frequency and also for like I think it has ultrasound as well. So I will leave her video for you, Sarah, so you can take a look. But if you have a microcurrent device and then add the curve, again, I don't have the curve. I have never used it. I watched a little bit of her video, but since I don't have the device, I can't tell you the effects. But I think it does have radio frequency on it. So check out her video and then see if that helps you. I can only speak for the devices that I have tested, and they're different than the curve, because I think the curve combines a bunch of different modalities. So I'm not sure you can do the movements that I showed you with the curve, because I think the curve is like almost like a round device. So I don't know. You have to be careful with radio frequency, though, when you're doing on your face. Make sure you look at the device, like heat levels. I'm not sure. I know the curve can be used for the body as well. So just be aware of it. Read the instructions, watch tutorials, because you do not want to use body settings from radio frequency on your face, because any device that does body can be too strong for the face, and that can actually cause fat loss. So make sure, because I do feel like the curve actually helps with fat loss too. Don't quote me on that. Again, I can't remember very well. I don't have the device. I know it's very expensive, so definitely use it. and watch my friend's video, and then she probably answered the question there. She makes very good videos, like very detailed tutorials, and I do not have that. So make sure you watch her video. I'll put the link at the end. When I'm done with my live, I'll check her channel and I'll put the link to Jen's video on the MBK curve. But I know that is very much for the body, and you can use on your face, so just be careful with radio frequency devices that are for the body that can be used on the face. Choose the lowest setting possible so you don't run the risk of any fat loss. Be careful with that, because fat loss will make everything look worse, especially the nasolabial folds. Denise says, thank Darcy, I just got the Halo, I'm excited to try. Oh, you're welcome, Denise. And yes, I know the feeling. I miss using the Halo so much, guys. Actually, now that I'm using the Nira, I miss the Halo so much. I have been using the Halo on my ZIIP With Me series, and I have to confess, I have used this Halo a couple times when I need to go out and my eyes are super puffy. I use the deep puff setting and the eye lift setting because it does like wake my eye up, and especially if I'm, too much salt. So I do use those settings, just those, which is not really for anti-aging. It's more like a lymphatic drainage and open the eye whenever I have a date with my husband or I need to go out and I look like I can't wake up, because the Neuro laser I'm testing right now is for collagen production. It helps, with the eye, which I'll talk about in my review, but I use once in a while lately, when as needed, the deep puff setting and the eye lift, which I also have a ZIIP With Me series video on it, so watch that. That is amazing if you are a puffy eye person, especially with hooded eyes. When they're puffy, you can hardly see anything. They just look horrible. So I have been using the ZIIP as needed, but I'm not using consistently, so I can do the Neura review. I mean, they do different things. The Neura is a laser, the ZIIP is a microcurrent, but when I do reviews, I like to isolate the device so that way I don't, it doesn't change my results from the Neura. But I have been using the deep puff a couple times, and I do the ZIIP With Me series once in a while with the treatments. But I know the excitement because I do miss it. I feel like it's such a great device. I'm so happy I have it, and I can't wait to be done with the treatment. I mean, not done with the treatment, done with the review of the Neura. I mean, the review by itself, and then I can incorporate the ZIIP with it, which I think was such a great device to incorporate with the Neura Pro, which I'm going to be talking about. I'm kind of like giving you a little preview of the Neura video coming up, because lasers can be a little dry into the skin. So if you do have the ZIIP and you have the Neura, definitely use them together. I'm not using them together right now, just so I can give you just the Neura results. But if you have the Neura or the Neura Pro, use the ZIIP, guys. It will make even better results. It will help your skin with the hydration. The founder's favorite, also amazing to use after a ZIIP treatment, after a Neura Pro treatment, which is a laser. But I'm not using it right now, so I can do my before and afters. But after I'm done with the before and afters, I'm back to the ZIIP because I am so miss it. I so miss it so much. It's such a quick treatment. So enjoy the ZIIP, Denise, and always reach out to me, and make sure you save my ZIIP With Me series playlist, because I'm always adding new videos, and YouTube sometimes don't tell people, but I'll continue doing those videos for you guys, and give you all the tips so you can get even better results. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. Congratulations for oh my god, see, my brain fog again. Sorry, guys, I literally forgot the winner of the giveaway. Let me go back here. Is it Sarah? Sorry. Let me watch here. Guys, the brain fog is horrible. I literally, again, just forgot the name of the winner. 1 second. Nancy. I said Sarah. Nancy Murray, congratulations on the giveaway. And make sure you answer, my email with your information so I can send out to Adoro, and they can send you your prize. And I'm going to do more giveaways on my channel, guys, so make sure to subscribe and, like this video too. It really helps my channel as well. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. I hope you're healthy and safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Bye.